there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another horror movie review. Well into our 31 days of horror marathon. So much fun to do all of these no matter how tired I look. It always gets more and more tiring by the end of the month. But it is really fun to see other channels' contributions to 31 days of horror. Everyone's posting like so many different types of movie reviews. It's so great. I'm really happy because of this, so you get to see like so many movie reviews. It's awesome. And all horror, like it's great. So today we are going to talk about another throwback, if you will. We're going to be talking about Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have wanted to see this forever and I just never got around to it, so finally I did, and I'm really happy that I did. I actually like quite enjoyed this. I find whenever I watch really old movies in general, like I don't know, I never like I can appreciate them, but I never end up liking them as much as movies that are more like my time, like my generation, you know what I mean? And I think that's just a generational thing. I don't think that means there's anything wrong with the movie, but there's very few like really old movies that I will watch multiple times. Usually I'll just like watch them once, maybe twice, and then done. Like I'll appreciate them forever, but not something I usually watch over and over. But this one I really actually liked for the most part. So if you don't know, Creature from the Black Lagoon follows a group of scientists who are trying to discover a new species. Basically, it opens with one of the scientists in the expedition finding a fossil of a kind of like, looks like part like human hand, part like fish or frog hand, I guess. It has like webbing between the fingers and really sharp claws and stuff. So, and of course it's something that you've never seen before, so the guy gets an expedition together and they go look and see it. They're looking for the rest of the fossil that they found, and what they find, of course, is the actual creature, GILL Man, as he is called in IMDb, which I thought was great. GILL Man, not just like creature or anything, I thought like GILL Man. Right, so what did I like about Creature from the Black Lagoon? Well, I did like that this, I found this one a lot scarier than a lot of the other like older horror films that I've watched. Maybe it's just because like there's always something scary about being in deep water and not really knowing what's underneath you. So any scene where like the GILL Man is kind of like watching them from like down in the depths, and he's watching them like up above him in the water, and I'm just like, oh my god. So that might just be me, but there's just something like utterly terrifying about that. This movie doesn't play around either. It gets like right into the action. Basically, there's like a little bit of exposition, and then we are on our way to the Black Lagoon, where of course it doesn't take a while to meet GILL Man though, so they build up the suspense. Basically, you don't know when he's going to attack, and he doesn't really start to interact with the expedition until he sees Kay, which is like the only, which is the only female in the expedition, and she goes for a swim all by herself when all of the other guys are like below deck on the ship looking at something scientific. Like, this girl, she's supposed to be a scientist. Pretty stupid decision. There's quite a high body count for this, which I did like. There's a lot of deaths in this, and the noise the monster makes is actually quite terrifying. It almost sounds like a dinosaur, almost like from Jurassic Park. But the noise the monster makes is actually like quite scary. Like normally the older movies, like I feel like nowadays you can find some humor in them because they're so old and they're just different from what we're used to. But like when you first hear it, I was kind of just like, my god, like that's actually a terrifying noise. What I didn't like about it. It's hard for me to say what I didn't like about it, like I said, because these old movies are so different. I didn't like that there was a lot of back and forth between, I don't know, like maybe I just felt it was like tedious. Like they go into the water for something, they get attacked, they go back out on the boat and regroup, then they get attacked, and they go into the water and then they get back on the boat and then they're attacked, and then it's just like a whole lot of like this way, that way, that like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and it just gets really tedious by the end, for sure. Overall, I really did enjoy this. Like, not to say I hate all old horror movies that I watch, but like I said, they're just different, so I usually don't watch them more than once or twice. I might actually like watch this a few times. Like, I actually really did enjoy myself watching this movie. So if you've seen Creature from the Black Lagoon, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. And until tomorrow, stay strange. Bye. I always almost turn off the camera before I do the end bit. I always forget about it until the very end, and then be sure to follow me on all my social medias over here, and you can subscribe by clicking right down here. There's like 16 more of these horror movie reviews to go this month, so we got a long ways ahead of us yet. So stick around, subscribe, like, comment. Bye-bye.